Всем привет, друзья, с вами это Game. Я прохожу новую игру Life is Strange. Да, я люблю подобные игры, похожие на Walking Dead. Да, в игре нам предстоит играть за подростка, который умеет возвращать время вспять. Да, это будет очень интересно. Ну что ж, давайте посмотрим. Life is Strange. Игра, в которой все принятые вами решения отражаются на прошлом, настоящем и будущем. Выбирайте с умом. Да, игра похожа на немножко в таком выборе на Walking Dead. Там тоже нам предстояло выбирать. Вот так и начинается все. Ну что ж, друзья, игра уже начинается. Пипец, конечно, громко. Вот, немножко сделал потише. Ага. Ёпту, ебать. Пипец. Вот эта природа просто бушует. Что у нас там написано? Надо посмотреть. Нет такого интерактива, чтобы посмотреть. Сейчас точно надо идти к маяку. Бегу.
Holy shit.
Вот именно что 6.
So surreal.
Famously called film Little Pieces of Time. But he could be talking about photography, as he likely was.
Okay, I'm in class. Everything's cool. I am okay.
From light to shadow. From color to chiaroscuro. Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in black and white?
I didn't fall asleep, and that sure didn't feel like a dream.
Bueller?
Weird.
Diane Arbus.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Because of her images of hopeless faces. You feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
She saw humanity as tortured, right? And frankly, it's bullshit. Shh, shh, shh. Keep that to yourself. Seriously, though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation. And any one of you could do that to me. Isn't that too easy? Too obvious? What if Arbus chose to capture people at the height of their beauty or innocence? She had a brilliant eye, so she could have taken another approach.
I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of her work. I prefer Robert Frank.
Me too, Victoria. He captured the essence of post-war beat America, and there was honesty about the economic conditions of the era, but a beauty in the struggle. You don't have beauty without a beat. Which explains why Frank was Kerouac's photographic muse. And both were the great chroniclers of the 1950s. Well, we've all seen that iconic shot of Kerouac on the balcony. And if you haven't, shame, shame. Capturing the romantic urban solitude of the 20th century poet. You dig? Now, contrast Frank's stark Americana with Salvador Dali's surrealist photographs. Like Cocteau, he was a true Renaissance man.
Look at this crap. How can I show this to Mr. Jefferson? I can hear the class laughing at me now.
Portraits are famous. Early examples of that truly awful word you pesky kids love so much. The selfie. And it's a great tradition, and I wholeheartedly fight for your right to self-expression.
Сделай селфи.
Or selfie expression.
Во, все.
Sorry, I know.
Давайте сделаем селфи.
So if anybody wants to question, I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie.
Это что?
A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift. Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s.
Да.
Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
Не надо. Стоять. Давайте право я
I did
рисую.
know,
Ага.
but I kind of forgot.
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French painter who created daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria. The Daguerrean process brought out fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward.
I can't believe I still have this pencil case. I should upgrade to the 21st century. But I like it old school.
All about 'em. And
If anybody else looked at this, what would they think?
Опа, Майнкрафт вспоминается. Только не люблю его. Не, да. Все прочитали нашего главного героя тут. Ага, кому интересно, все ставьте на паузу. А, ну всё. Пролог, ну это все.
your textbook, or even online. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Спасибо. Так, что у нас тут планшет? Опа, давай
Victoria doesn't
воспользуемся.
waste a second. I should have known. She'll have better equipment than Blackwell.
Пипец, такой фотоаппарат, блин, стоит. Мы бы все такой даже не смогли сейчас послушать. Присвоить в России. Кризис.
I know, Mr. Jefferson. I just worked so hard in the shop, and I'm sure you
Ага,
know what
давай.
it's like to be
Фоткаем.
consumed by your work. I just really think Everyday Heroes is an important cultural event, and I want to represent Blackwell Academy.
You have just by participating, by putting yourself out there in the world.
Блин, сейчас бы
No
дать
matter
ей
who
прям по
wins,
жопе, так
this
и
is just a
короткая
bump on a bigger
юбка,
road.
все еще.
I don't want
Ладно.
anybody to feel excited. I see you, Max Caulfield. Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry.
А, ну ладно. Хорошо, поговорим сейчас.
I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
Хорошо. Давайте, короче, выберем, знаете что? Зададим вопрос просто.
Do I have to? I just don't think it's that big a deal.
Max, you're a better photographer than a liar. Now, I know it's a drag to hear some old dude lecture you, but life won't wait for you to play catch-up. You're young, the world is yours, blah, 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 right? But you do have a gift. You have the fever to take images, to frame the world only the way you envision it. Now, all you need is the courage to share your gift with others. And that's what separates the artist from the amateur.
Хорошо. Скринуть.
Every time I look at Victoria, I feel like she's talking smack about me.
Ладно, побежали. Бежим!
You didn't tell me how cute I looked yet.
I was about to.
Ладно.
You always
Welcome to the real world.
Just cute?
hot.
Then I might send you a special picture.
Ты пухлая.
Because Max wants everybody to see how hip she is. She plays it so sharp.
I need a serious timeout in the bathroom.
Да, мне
Splash
срочно
water
нужно в
on my
туалет.
face
А, ну
and
погнали.
make sure I don't look like a total loser.
I hate that class. It's so fucking boring.
прикольные кеды.
She's so fucking shy.
Так, что у нас там? Типичный подросток. Ладно, погнали в туалет. А вот и сама игра. Хризалида. У нас первый эпизод, друзья.
To all of you American girls, it's sad to imagine a world.
They should just call it a sugar machine.
А, ну ладно.
That would be awesome if you put money in there and a bag of sugar dropped out.
А, подсказывает
Be
игру.
part of the world around you. Driving a car by the seaside. Watching
Empty,
the
good.
world from
Nobody can see my meltdown, except for me.
Кислую мину, ну ладно. Так. Давайте умоемся. Ага. Музончик так ничего.
Just relax. Stop torturing yourself. You have a gift. Fuck it.
Ебать, у нас матюгарится-то, а? Похлеще меня-то, а? О, ебать, бабочка.
When a door closes, a window opens. Or something like that. Okay, girl, you don't get a photo op like this every day.
Давай-ка фоткай. Давай. Вообще прикольно получается сейчас. А в таких фотоаппаратах надо менять вообще бумагу? Если... Ну, я раньше так...
It's cool, Nathan. Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3. Don't be scared. You own this school. If I wanted, I could blow it up. You're the boss. So what do you want?
I hope you checked the perimeter, as my step-ass would say. Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
That's my family, not me.
Oh, boo-hoo, poor little rich kid. I know you've been pumping drugs and shit to kids around here. I bet your respectable family would help me out if I went to them. Man, I can see the headlines now.
Leave them out of this bitch!
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where did you get that? What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down!
Ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me!
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho! No!
О, хуйся. Бля, у пацана волына, ученика как...
Whoa. What the fuck? How can that be? I was in the bathroom. He shot that poor girl. I held up my hand. And then I was back here.
As he likely was. These pieces of time can frame us in our
I already heard this lecture.
Он сейчас, кажется, опять швырнет, да?
From color.
Now Kate is being hassled again. And if Victoria's phone rings, this is real.
Now, can you give me an example of a
Man, I
photographer
cannot
who
believe
perfectly
this.
captured the human condition in black and white?
Okay, if I'm crazy, I might as well go all the way.
Жалко.
Can I actually reverse time?
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Фига себе. Ох, ё-моё.
I did it.
Да ты
Can you
чё?
give me
I
an
actually
example of
did
a
it.
photographer who perfectly captured
I'm a
the human
human
condition in
time
black and
machine.
white?
Да ладно. Ну,
Anybody?
я мечтала всегда об этом.
Bueller?
Max, don't freak out. Not yet.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Давайте как тогда
Because of her
сделаем
Keep it
селфи.
together, Max.
You feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children.
When I took my selfie, Jefferson asked me a question. If he does again, I'll know this is for real.
Kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition. And Max has a gift.
I know I'm not dreaming this.
You all know,
it's real. I can tell.
The early 1800s. Your generation.
So I can go back in time.
Будет гениальным просто взять и ответить на этот же вопрос,
What if
который нам
that girl
задаст.
isn't dead
Давайте
yet?
попробуем.
The point
Can I
remains
save
that
her?
the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for
I need to go to the bathroom quickly and check it out.
Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
Так, мне нужно... Давайте в туалет.
I'm sorry, but I really have to use the bathroom.
Ну, женский
Nice
штучек.
try, Max. But you're not going to get away that easy. We can talk more after class. Is there anybody here
Shit.
who knows their stuff?
Jefferson wants to keep me after
Louis Daguerre
class.
was a French painter
And I need
who
time to
created
save that
daguerreotypes,
girl.
a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria.
What if I rewind
О, да.
again?
Подождите, а
And
мы же
give him
сейчас,
an
кажется,
answer?
узнали ответ. Все, сейчас мы все вернем на место. Реально гениально.
The Daguerrean process brought out fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The first American daguerreotype...
Так. Ну,
1800s onward. The first American...
ну. Ну и
Victoria.
где?
The Daguerrean process...
Так, во-во-во. Да ёб твою, я ж не разобрался даже немножко. Так, ладно. Сейчас зайдем до этого момента. Давай. А все сделано прикольно даже, можно сказать. И как остановить? Да ёпта.
The
Ёпта,
Daguerrean
я
process
заебал.
brought out...
Да что ж ты будешь делать?
Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please
О, наконец-то.
tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
Давайте дагерский
The
процесс.
Daguerrean
Конечно же.
process, invented by a French painter named Louis Daguerre around 1830.
Somebody has been reading as well as posing. Nice work, Max. The Daguerrean process made portraiture hugely popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear, defined features. You can learn more when you actually finish reading the assigned chapters. Max is so far way ahead of everyone. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Max, you
Да
are
ладно.
not crazy. You are not dreaming. It's time to be an everyday hero.
Ладно. Надо с ним побазарить, но еще
Yes,
там опять нас
Victoria, you
остановят.
still have to do your homework this week. Even if you're submitting your...
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes. Excuse you.
No, Victoria. Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
А, ну ладно. Опять же нам сейчас. Так.
I'm not avoiding,
Давайте.
just...
Biding time? Waiting for the elusive right moment?
Exactly.
Max, don't wait too long. John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're busy making other plans. Go on now. Don't let me stop you. Yes, Victoria, you still
Давай
have to do
честно,
your
быстренько
homework.
скажем это.
Excuse me.
Пропущу, конечно.
Photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
I'm on top of it. I think John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're busy making other plans.
Max, you're on fire today. All the right answers. Good.
Да, я тебя буду долго
Make sure you
радовать,
finish working on
чувачок.
it by today.
Перематывай назад.
I have faith in you.
Спасибо. Сейчас вернемся. Пошли в туалет быстренько, сейчас спасем.
I hope I have enough time to get to the bathroom. Please, please.
Давай, давай, давай.
I can't tell anybody. They'll think I'm crazy.
Давай, давай, давай.
You know I don't tease.
I hate that science class with those nerds.
Все, сейчас.
Okay, Max, retrace every step. I washed my
Помыли руки,
face.
умылись.
I shredded my photo. Then the butterfly flew in. And I took a photo.
Ну, потом мы пришли.
Leave them out of this bitch. You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with. Don't ever tell me what to do.
Wowzer, it's happening again.
I need a hammer to break it open. We're going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
Holy shit, I can't let this happen. If I can reverse time again, I can help her.
Don't ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me.
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Давай, давай, давай,
Nobody
речь.
would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
Оп, успели.
No way.
Don't ever touch me again, freak!
Опа, мы смогли.
Another shitty day.
Ясен хер.
That did not happen.
Они среди
This
нас.
cannot be real. I just saw a girl get shot and then saved her.
Они среди нас.
What the fuck is going
Как вы
on?
видите.
Do not freak out.
Давай, давай, бегом.
Hey, do you hear that fire alarm? That means you should be outside.
I had to use the bathroom.
Girls always use that excuse.
Excuse for what?
For whatever you're up to, your face is covered in guilt.
The alarm tripped me out.
Then trip on out of here, Missy. Or are you hiding something? Huh?
Thank you, Mr. Madsen. The situation is under control. There's no emergency here. Leave Miss Caulfield alone, and please turn off that alarm since that's your job.
Ладно. Пойдемте позарим с шоколадкой. Тебя поблагодарим. Давайте.
You look a little stressed out. Are you okay?
I'm just a little worried about my future.
You're sweating pinballs. Is that all you're thinking about? You can always be upfront with me, Max. Or have you done something wrong? Is that it?
Так, ты сделал что-то плохое.
Well,
Так,
Max,
скажи мне.
talk to me.
О, ну случайно Нейтана, который мог убить ее, не рассказать о Нейтане. Что ж, друзья, тут вообще выбор такой, что я не знаю, в жизни бы я, конечно, не сдал такого. Ну, проблемы были бы, но тут, сами посудите. Тут чувачок с волыной. Тут у него лучше сказать, чтобы у него были проблемы с родителями, со всеми. Чтобы его как бы исключили из школы. Ну, сами посудите. Ему нет места в школе. Я думаю, конечно же, настучать, но... думайте сами. Я думаю, блин, ну, чтобы все было нормально в школе. Но у нас будут проблемы, я так думаю, с ним.
I just saw Nathan Prescott waving a gun around in the girls' room.
Nathan Prescott. You sure?
Yes, he was in the bathroom talking to himself with a gun. I saw everything. He was babbling like crazy.
Okay, slow down. Slow down. So now you saw this without him seeing you.
I was hiding behind a stall. I have the right to be there. It's the girls' room.
I know. I just want to be completely clear what happened. Mr. Prescott happens to be from the town's most distinguished family. And one of Blackwell's most honored students. So it's hard for me to see him brandishing a weapon in the girls' bathroom. So what happened next?
Then he left. I ran out here wondering what to do. Are you gonna bust him?
This is a serious charge. I'll look into the matter personally. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
That's it? After what I told you?
We'll continue this discussion later in my office. Please go outside with the rest of your class now, Miss Caulfield.
Of course this academic drone won't do anything, since the Prescott family owns Blackwell now. Should I rewind and change my story?
Все. Сбежали из школы. Освободили всех людей от занятий. Ну, это, конечно, не так. Но мы хотя бы спасли хоть кого-то. Вон, вообще геймерша сидит. Точнее, стоит, играет. Природа на улице. Как она будет сейчас на дворе Октября?
Rachel Amber. She looks so hopeful and pretty. I wonder what happened to her.
Ладно, я не буду даже читать. Так, теперь нам куда-то побазарить можно. Ладно, я не буду базарить даже ни с кем.
I better read Warren's text before he blows my phone up.
Так, плакат. Опа. Живую с камеру, скоро увидимся. Ага, еще.
Okay, I better get to my dorm and grab that flash drive.
Что-то она сама захотела. Так, чтобы открыть свой журнал. Так. Опа. Ладно. Читайте, все ставьте на паузу. Да, я никогда не читаю на записи. Потому что трачу свое время. Опа. Тоже могу показать. Ладно, побежали. Итак. Что-то она сама идет. Ладно, побежали.
I don't want to go that way.
Мало ли что ты хочешь, я сам хочу туда. Давайте сверим.
I've never seen so many missing persons posters for the same person.
Ладно. Пойдемте о женских делах поговорим.
Hey there, Stella. Hey, I know you. You're the new quiet girl in Jefferson's class. Isn't he incredible?
Давай поговорим. Да, думаю, да.
I think so. We're lucky to have such a famous teacher. And I actually love his work.
Me too. His New York urban stuff is great, but I'm glad he came back to his Oregon roots. Screw the East Coast elite. It must piss off those pretentious galleries that Mark Jefferson is teaching photography to us Blackwell hicks. Plus, he is pretty hot for an older guy. If Victoria wasn't all over him, I would definitely make a move.
Victoria is pretty obvious. I don't think Jefferson is into her.
I don't think she's closed the deal, but she's not the only player.
Now, how do you know this?
You have a lot to learn here at Blackwell. Rachel Amber absolutely had sex with him. Well, I heard that from a good source.
Interesting. See, you learn something new every day at school.
Like I said, you have a lot to learn. Max. See you in class.
Давай. Какой-то шлюха она говорит, ну ладно. Побежали туда. Итак, это что у нас там? Чего? Ладно. Ну это же общежитие. Ну, пошли к общежитию.
Come on, Logan, bring it, bro.
О, спортсмены. Читает кто-то книжку, ну ладно. Все. Так, вот. Идем к общежитию.
I need to go to my room and return Warren's flash drive.
что ж, друзья, я думаю, на этом можно закончить. С вами был TheForcyGame. Игра показалась мне очень интересной, я думаю, я продолжу ее. Ну что ж, всем удачи и всем пока. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь.